So, in other news with AI, we have a boxing match between the Epic Games CEO and Steam. If you guys are still out of the loop, I'm guessing most of you aren't at this point. There's been a lot of push and pull between AI talk and AI use in gaming, and how it is used, and how it should be how the customer needs to be notified of such things. And a lot of industry developers, artists, CEOs are coming out of the woodwork to talk about AI use in gaming and how important it is, and some saying how it's not as important and it should be more you should be using more human creativity and ingenuity instead of just solely relying on AI. And between all this news and hubbub and talk, the Epic Games CEO has come out and to talk against Steam's decision to include a label that this game has been made by AI, or it is not made by AI, more like there is AI use in the game. So I'm gonna show you the article. We're gonna read it from Dexerto. We're gonna see some get back and forth between the developers from Steam and the Epic Games team, what each and everyone talked about, and I will give my own opinion on the subject and let you guys see for yourself or decide for yourself which road these gaming launcher should take. All right, so here we have Dexterto's article regarding the Epic Games. This, well, chaotic take, in my opinion, are about AI use in gaming. So Epic Games boss thinks Steam's AI warning makes no sense, which this from the developer's point of view, but for our point of view is different. So, Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney believes it makes no sense for Steam and other storefronts to tell users that games were made with AI. AI is one of the hottest topics around right now, and the video game industry is no different. In recent years, we've seen a huge uptick in the number of studios using artificial intelligence to create content for their games, from artwork to audio. It's a divisive subject. Many digital storefronts, including Steam, have a label that clearly tells customers that AI was used in the development of the game they're about to buy. But the boss of the Fortnite publisher, Epic Games, has joined in with calls to remove it. Epic Games CEO thinks Steam's AI label is pointless. He was replying to an ex post from former Unreal Engine developer Matt Workma, which read, Steam and all digital marketplace need to drop the made with AI label. It doesn't matter anymore. Sweeney echoed these points. Of course, the Unreal Engine guy is gonna be against it. Sweeney echoed these points, arguing that the tag is growing ever more redundant as the use of AI becomes increasingly more widespread. Well, that depends. Depends. If you're completely making a game with AI, then no, I don't want to. I don't want to put money in it. The customer has the right to know. Anyway, we'll get back to my opinion later. Agreed, the AI tag is relevant to art exhibits for authorship disclosure. Ooh, you're gonna lose point on saying that. And to digital content licensing marketplaces where buyers need to understand the right situation. Ooh, again, what? Huh? Why are you even talking? He responded, it makes no sense for game stores where AI will be involved in nearly all future products. Note them, the customer deserves to know. That's a perfect. Why stop at AI use? We could have mandatory disclosure for what shampoo brand the developer uses. Customers deserves to know. Now, he later doubled down and responded, yeah. So no, Tim Sweeney, no. No. I don't agree with you. And almost all customers do not agree with you. What you're saying here is you're just basically lying by omission. That you're using AI in these games and you're trying. I mean, why wouldn't you be the one defending it when you're using AI in Fortnite? AI art. Listen, it's unethical, and the user needs to know these things. We need to know who is making our game and what are they using to make it. I'll give some examples, but I have some more stuff to show you guys. So this has been a talk between one of the Steam developers and I think some artist. I forgot who this guy was. So food you eat. Wait, he was saying Steam and digital market needs to drop the made with AI label. I think that's the Unreal Engine guy. It doesn't matter anymore. So this is one of the Steam developers, Evie Sanchez. This is like saying food products shouldn't have their ingredient lists. Consumers should have the information to decide if they want to buy something or not, depending on its content. The only people afraid of this are the ones that know the product is low effort. True. And then he responded with, food you eat and can kill you. An appliance in your house can catch fire. How an image, movie, or game you play was produced is not comparable. I'm not afraid of the labor personally. I think it's not enforced on Steam, and the rules are not clear for developers or players. Would love to know if your clothes or coffee are produced using child labor, or if the materials are organically produced, or if your car engine has a certain type of technicalities. That should be visible to everyone, so consumers can make an educated choice, not an opaque one. True, true, true. True words were never. Truer words were never said. Good job, A.B. Sanchez. Oh, A. Sanchez. I applaud you, good sir. So, what does this take means? Where are we going with this? What's going on here? So, basically, in my opinion regarding AI use in video games, it should be solely used for to help the developers in creating these games, to relieve them from any stress or crunches that might be used in to create the set games, or maybe give them more time and leeway to polish their game, or maybe they can use the AI to catch some errors in developing in codes, etc, 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 etc. AI is meant to assist humans and not replace them. And what we're noticing here is that AAA gaming companies, or maybe gaming companies that are more famous, let's say, like Epic Games, or Activision Blizzard, or Arctic, I don't know which studio made Arc Raiders, but anyway, they're using AI to replace humans, be it in art, be it in voice, be it in anything, and they come to you and charge you $70 for the game. Now, guys, I don't know about you, but for me, how I spend my money is very, very important to me. I need to know which publisher made this game, why did they do it, what engine they used, how did they use it, how it was produced, what team worked on it, which team worked on it, what kind of ideology these teams used in most recent years, and how the game runs, and how it is optimized. All these things matter to me because I'm a paying customer. I have other bills. Gaming is a hobby, and I can't afford it anymore if you're gonna keep charging me $70 and $80 for a game. See, when you expect the customer to pay a certain amount, the customer needs to expect something from you too. It's not a one way, it's two way, it's a give and take, it's supply and demand. When you change certain aspects of your product, I, as a customer, have the right and privilege to know what you are putting inside your product. Hey, I don't want to spend money on AI. I don't want to spend money on my hard-earned money on a game that mostly is created by AI and not humans. Yeah, it is. It is how it is. This is how it is. We need to know. We need to know, because if we don't put a boundary on this now, it might blow into insane proportions later, and you will see a full studios with only like 2-3 people and running the whole game on AI. So why am I spending this money? And they charge you $70. So why do I need to spend $70 on a game that was made by the effort of 3 people and a machine? It would definitely not have any soul. It definitely not have any creativity, and definitely not have any effort, and not worth the effort, and not worth the charge. I would rather, if you're telling me this game was made by the AI and you're charging me $10 for it because I know it didn't cost you more than $10 to make this game, then sure. But if you're gonna charge me $70 when you're cutting corners and you're unethically using a machine and claiming, oh yeah, we have to pay the wages for our hard-earned workers, or artists need to eat, and that's not gonna work. Also, it's a slippery slope. If we don't stop it right now, we're gonna have voice actors, jobless voice actors, talented people, jobless artists, talented people, jobless writers, again, talented people. Like I said in my previous video about AI, most of the games is an entertainment. It's a art. It's not a business. Stop treating it like one. Anyway, and yet again, Steam decides to do something customer friendly, which Epic Games, of course, disagrees with. And yet again, Steam doesn't have to do anything. Just watch and just sit back and watch the competitors shoot themselves in the foot. It's just it's so poetic to see this, man. It really is. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I wanted to make like a short-ish video, talk a little bit about something that's interesting in me. It's not that big of a news story, but it just goes to show you. I just want to highlight, my previous videos and how this is escalating bit by bit. Because I know some people disagree with my takes regarding AI and think it's the next big thing, but trust me, it's not. It really is not. All right, tell me what you guys think, though. I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. If you agree with Tim Sweeney or not, if you agree with Steam or not, and just tell me. You don't have to be obnoxious. You don't have to be aggressive about it. We're having a discussion. We're having a conversation, and I really do wish to hear what you guys have to say. All right, this is the end of the video. I have to plug my shit. Please like, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. Turn that notification bell on and follow my Twitch because I'm gonna stream some good games in the next few months. Maybe Kazan and Silent Hill 2. We'll see. All right. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now. Bye bye.